What is up, you guys? Mama C Reads here. I just got back home from my Bookish fall retreat. We went on the best trip ever. It was amazing. I loved it. And I wanted to show you what our swag bags included and some of the extra stuff that I brought home. So one, we have this shirt. It says just one more chapter CTX. I'll show you a picture. And then on the back, we have just one more chapter fall retreat, I believe, CTX. Either way, it's fucking cute. And then this came with our swag bags. One thing that we were able to get separate was a hoodie. It says just one more chapter CTX. Freaking adorable, so cozy. I fucking loved it. It was amazing. But let's get into the swag bags because I think those were the coolest thing and I'm so excited to show you what we got. Here is the bag that we got. There are some extra goodies in here right now, but I'm gonna pull out the things that we got from the trip and show you everything. First thing is a just one more chapter CTX Fall Bookish Retreat 2025 cup. I will show you a better picture of that here in a minute, but this is so cute, so freaking awesome. It's custom and it's adorable. I love it. Pink is not my favorite color, but I love this cup. It's so cute and it's perfect. Next, let me show you the books that we ended up getting. First, we have Love in the Stacks by Miss Laramie Cummings. And then we also got a second book of hers. We got Second Chance Christmas. These are both part of the Pine Hill series. I'm super duper excited to read these. Let me read you the blurb. That way you can kind of know what you're getting into with these. Lola has worked hard to climb the ranks at Bennett's, her favorite spot in the cozy town of Pine Hills. Now, as the new manager, she's ready to make her mark while balancing her love for her small town life. Just when she considers opening herself up to something more, maybe even a casual situationship, her life takes an unexpected turn. Everett, a sharp investor and ambitious entrepreneur from New York City, only returns to Pine Hills when family or old friends insist. His high-paced entrepreneurial lifestyle leaves little room for sentimentality or small-town charm. By this time, his visit isn't just a quick trip for his parents' anniversary or to help mend the wounds of a breakup. It might just mark the start of something more if he's willing to let it. When Lola and Everett cross paths, their lives couldn't seem more different, yet a spark ignites that neither of them can deny as they navigate the challenges of small-town gossip, family expectations, and their own guarded hearts. Lola and Everett must decide if their worlds are too far apart or if love can build a bridge between them. Will Lola risk stepping out of her comfort zone? Can Everett slow down his busy New York City lifestyle long enough to discover what truly matters? In Pine Hills, love has a way of finding you even when you're not looking. Up next, I'm going to read the blurb for Second Chance Christmas. As the enchanting Christmas season casts its magic, Piper Bennett prepares her beloved bookstore, Bennett's Books, for the holiday rush. The shelves are lined with festive reads and her cozy room upstairs are ready for the home B&B guest. She's eagerly awaiting her next arrival, Elle Starling, a famous author whose work has always inspired her. But when the door chimes, Piper finds herself face to face with Lane Schiller, the boy who broke her heart all those years ago in high school. Caught between memories and holiday cheer, Piper wonders if this unexpected reunion could be a twist of fate. Will she and Lane have the courage to mend the past and open their hearts to a second chance? Are some heartbreaks destined to linger untouched as winter's snow? Anyways, these are the two books from Miss Laramie Cummings. These two were included in our swag bags and they both came with some goodies and signed. I think that is so cool. So here's two books. Our third book is A Fate of Shadows and Flames by Miss Brie Granado. I have actually read this book and I loved it. I cannot wait for book 2. The ending was a masterpiece and I cannot wait for book 2. But let's read the blurb. As a human raised among fae, Arya has never felt like she truly belongs in the enchanting court of flames. Surrounded by the constant barrage of thinly veiled hostility by everyone around her, she learned to keep her head down, her lips sealed, and her heart guarded. Even her adoptive father, King Pyros, who rescued her after her human parents were slaughtered, treats her like an outsider. But as her 21st birthday approaches, the king's sudden attention to Arya unnerves her more than ever. To Harley Quinn, the charismatic yet ruthless prince of the rival kingdom, the Court of Shadows, Arya would be the perfect pawn to tip the scales of the brewing tension between the courts. He conducts a scheme to kidnap her and leverage her capacity to force Pyros into submission, giving him no choice but to retreat. But it's a deadly miscalculation. The girl he intended to manipulate is not so easily tamed. As the line between captor and captive begins to blur, her presence ignites conflicts in his kingdom, threatening his precarious hold on the throne. When Arya uncovers the long-buried truths about her past, her role in the growing conflict between kingdoms is made painfully clear.
Now she must trust Harley Quinn, her once sworn enemy, to work with him to end the war before it destroys the world to which she so desperately wants to belong. If they can't bring an end to the war and restore peace across the land, countless lives will be lost and Arya will have no home. Her future will be ruined and she will be left completely alone forever.
This book was so good. 5 stars. I loved it. And if you have not read it or put it on your TBR, go ahead and do that now because it is great. Book number 4 that we got is Not Just Gal Pals. This is a sapphic romance by Elizabeth Lully, and I've heard it's really cute. We actually read one of her other books and it was included in our swag bags for July. Already read it and it's absolutely adorable. I loved it and I heard that this one's even better. So let's read the blurb.
Jenny Lighton never planned to be an influencer. It just sort of happened. When an unfortunate post results in Jenny being almost canceled, she extends her stay in the hometown Sapphire Springs, New York, to wait out the storm. After a string of disastrous dates, Jenny isn't looking for another relationship anytime soon, especially not with the very attractive but curt local doctor she keeps running into. Blake Mitchell is Sapphire Springs' only doctor. She's also had a crush on Jenny since high school, a crush that makes her a socially awkward mess whenever she's around Jenny. Blake moved back home to avoid being hurt by another relationship. There's not exactly a lot of dating options for lesbians in Sapphire Springs, but Blake can't stop thinking about Jenny now that she's back in town. When Jenny and Blake are forced to work together to save a friend's bachelorette party, sparks fly. But with Jenny's return to LA a ticking time bomb, is it wise for them to explore their feelings with each other, or do they risk being hurt yet again?
This book, I'm so excited to read. It's fall. I think this is the perfect time to read the book. So maybe I'll read it. Maybe I should start it now. Who knows? But this is the 4th book. Let me show you the 5th book. So this is book 5. I just finished reading it literally yesterday. It was so good. 5 stars. I loved it. And this author is in our book club and she's so fucking cool, y'all. I love her. The Storms Between Us by Sage St. Clair. This book is a special edition print and I think it is the coolest fucking thing ever. This is basically her indie print from my understanding, but what's even cooler, The Storms Between Us by Sage St. Clair. She said, "Stay feral." Sage St. Clair. She put our freaking logo in this book. Are you kidding me? And the dedication alone, I think, is absolutely stunning. It goes out to Brittany Ashley, who is one of the girls in our book club. She's so cool. She is the one that came in like guns a-blazing, introducing us to this book. And I fucking love her for that because we had no idea who this author was. And she came in just telling everybody about this book. She would gift Kindles. She would do everything. Like the Kindle edition, she would do everything just for us to have this book. Like, she deserves this, okay? And then Lois is also dedicated in this. Lois is our fearless leader. She's the one that created this book club and she absolutely deserves this. I bawled my eyes out whenever I read this the first time and I just thought it was the sweetest freaking thing. And then not only did Brittany Ashley and Lois get talked about in the dedication, but she also mentioned the book club. And for the Just One More Chapter CTX book club, there are no words to describe the sense of sisterhood and family I have found in you ladies. I'm so incredibly grateful for the judgment-free support, late night conversations, unhinged book recs, and pure sense of safety I have found with you all. Thank you from the bottom of my black little heart. I want to tear up now just reading that. She is such a kind soul, but she's so funny and she's such a great person. And before I read the blurb, like, go read this book. You have to read this book because it's so worth it. But let me read you the blurb, just in case you're not convinced yet. Amber Blank isn't looking for love. After graduating college and escaping her abusive ex, she's only interested in moving on with her life. But the shadows of her past send her running as fast as she can to the safety of her twin brother and his dangerously handsome best friend. Elijah Harding is content to live life one tattoo at a time. At 29, he's worked hard to create a legitimate name for himself by opening a tattoo shop of his own. But when his best friend's twin sister comes barreling into his life unexpectedly, he finds himself drawn to her despite his best efforts to stay away. Ember would give anything to be free of the darkness following her. Elijah will stop at nothing to keep her out of harm's way. Will their love be strong enough to weather the storms between them? Y'all, this book is I just got chills reading this. This was such a fucking good book. I rated it 5 stars. Perfect book, and I fucking loved it. Definitely go read it right now or add it to your TBR. Like, if you're not, I'm judging you because why? I've given you the most excuses on doing it. Anyways. So that was everything included in our swag bags. We got 5 signed books, we got a custom cup, and we got some little like candies and goodies, bookmarks, stickers, things like that thrown inside. But I want to show you what else I came home with, because I came home with definitely more than I thought I was going to get, and it was awesome. We ended up creating bracelets on this trip. I actually have it on right now. It says Bookish Retreat, and then on the other side it's just like a cute little design with a little car. I had so much fun making this. I did struggle making it. Nails and beading doesn't go together very well, but it turned out really cute. We also ended up doing a blind date with a book exchange, and that was so fun. So instead of opening the gifts and showing people what we got, we went based off of wrapping alone. And let me tell you, we have some professional wrappers in our group, because what the fuck were some of these? I don't know what they did. I don't know how they did it, but it turned out perfect. But let me show you what I ended up getting. I got How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. I've heard great things about this. I wanted to read it last year. I just never got around to it. So I'll probably be reading this like within a couple of weeks, because it's literally almost Christmas. That's crazy. But this was the book that I got, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. And let me show you some of the goodies that I got in it. I got a book light. Y'all. I have never owned a book light. I've always wanted one, and I've just never owned one. I thought this was so cool. I used it as a little lamp getting ready for bed at night. That way I wasn't bothering my roommate, and it was just so cool. Another thing that I got, I actually stole this from somebody else because she didn't want it, and I've always wanted one of these for my Kindle, but it's a little Kindle charm thing. I gotta get the little piece for the back of my Kindle so I can hook it on there, but I've always wanted one, and I finally got one. They've got little butterflies on it. It's so cute, and I'm definitely gonna order more now that I have that. But we got some goodies. We got more bookmarks in that, and I got a bunch of stickers. Here is the bookmark that I got. Very cute. Love it. Got some stickers. Got all kinds of stuff, y'all. Literally came home with so much bookish shit. It's not even funny. Also, with Sage St. Clair's book, we got some little goodies. And she will be signing at the Kiss and Tell event. If you're interested in looking into this, here's this QR code. You can scan that and look into details about that. I don't know personally too many details about that yet either, but I know Sage will be there, and you definitely need to go. And then we also got this little keychain. And it's a Kiss and Tell keychain, and then a bookish sticker. And then my friend Helena, she got me some socks, y'all. She got me some cozy Christmas socks. I'm so excited to wear these around Christmas time. But yeah, we ended up coming home with so many things and so many memories. This trip was absolutely the best. I had so much fun. It was so relaxing. The house was beautiful and stunning, and the girls that were on this trip were just the absolute best. They made the trip everything, and it was just chef's kiss. Lois could not have done a better job at planning this trip, and I'm so glad that I was able to go on this and just be able to spend time with bookish friends and sit around the fire, make some s'mores. We watched the deer. There were deer outside playing, and it was just the absolute best. Like, I cannot begin to explain how amazing it was. And if you're ever questioning on going on a bookish retreat, absolutely do it, because it is the best decision that I have ever made. This is my second one, and it's just the best thing I could have ever done. And I 100,000% recommend taking time for yourself and treating yourself and going on a bookish retreat. If you haven't, please look into it and do it, because it is totally worth it. Anyways, this is the video, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what kind of other content you want to see from me, but bye.